What's up, guys? This is OmegaLiar, and today I'm bringing you a gameplay here with my personal version of the Aston Martin 177. I call it the Aston Martin GT1. And basically, this is just more attempts at my time trials on the Top Gear test track. I've gotten fantastic times in the Camaro, in the Ferrari Italia, in the Alfa Romeo 8C, in the Lexus LFA. Some of them you've seen, some of them you haven't. But I really just wanted to take a shot at the rear wheel drive setup because the one thing that all those other cars had in common, with the exception of the Italia, is that they were all four-wheel drive, and if they weren't, they were converted. I like tuning four-wheel drive cars. I love the way they feel. I love the way they look and handle. But I really wanted to see what I could accomplish if I didn't stick to that design philosophy and instead tried to tune a car around a rear-wheel drive platform. And so I was like, well, what better car to do it with than the Aston Martin 177? It's got a huge power output. It's relatively light, coming in at around 3,000 pounds. And it's already got a great setup alone because the car is built for speed and is built for handling. So its base tuning off the bat is going to put you in a pretty good position to actually make this car into something amazing. And you've already seen the time. It was a 110 point whatever, and got me at 176. Now I've been ranked higher before, but just saturation of the leaderboards with F50s and Dodge Vipers and that kind of thing. It's sort of unavoidable. So relatively very good times will become slower and slower as people use the leaderboard cars, but still, the time I was able to pull in this Aston Martin was very, very good. And I'm actually going to make this tune available, and let me just talk about quickly what I did. So aside from just the cool paint job and that kind of stuff in general, the first thing that I did was I gave it new tires, because you have to do that. There's in the S-Class, these cars, their power outputs are all going to be relatively very similar, so it just becomes about getting the highest handling statistics you can get. So it's got race tires, its tires have been widened, its rims have been upgraded, it's been lowered, it's got the upgraded brakes, it's got the wing, it's got the splitter. It's got everything that you can do to this car to make it handle better. And the net effect of that was pretty dramatic, but I didn't end there. And it's also got a couple of power upgrades, and aside from that, there's not much else. But the main part of this car comes in from the tuning. It's been upgraded for maximum downforce. And the reason I did that was because I noticed at high speeds this car begins to drift its back wheels. And obviously on Top Gear that's not optimal. So it's got maximum downforce. It's as low as can be. And I found that even though it's so low, it still can get through the Bernese Alps with no problem. And that tends to be my benchmark when it comes to if a car is too low or not. And so I don't find this car bottoming out. I don't find this car to be very problematic. It's got 2 degrees of camber. It's also geared slightly differently. And the effect was, this is one really damn good looking and incredibly fast car. And so I'll put the tune up for you guys to use. If you want to find it, it'll be a grip tune, because it's all about handling. But anyway, if you like this video, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next commentary. As always, thank you for watching.